The journey to Davos was not without its adventures. The President of the United States is making his second consecutive attempt to reach the World Economic Forum. Previously, his plane was forced to turn back due to electrical problems. So now Donald Trump is flying on a backup airliner. This year, the World Economic Forum in the Swiss town of Davos is taking place under the sign of Greenland. US President Donald Trump has announced his intention to take the island from his NATO partner, Denmark, and Europe is taking these threats more than seriously. French President Macron stated that the era of the law of the strongest has arrived and accused the US of wanting to weaken Europe. In response, Trump refused to communicate with his French counterpart, rejecting his invitation to an emergency summit of the Group of Seven in Paris. Today, the American leader will speak from the main stage in Davos amid tensions surrounding Greenland. The signing of the so-called Prosperity Plan between Kyiv, Washington, and Brussels was cancelled. This was reported by Axios, citing a Ukrainian official. TSN's special correspondent in the USA, Olha Koshelenko, will tell us more about the anxious expectations from the summit.
This year's summit in Davos took on a scandalous tone even before its official start. The President of the United States, Donald Trump, headed to Switzerland after a series of loud statements. He is not backing down from his intention to take Greenland from Denmark, arguing that the island is needed for national security reasons. And he threatened key European partners with the imposition of new tariffs starting February 1st, which will continue to increase until they agree to the United States claims on the sovereign territory of another country. French President Emmanuel Macron, who spoke at the significant forum just the day before, solemnly declared that a world without rules has arrived. In our modern era, where it is not international law that prevails, but the unrelenting law of the strongest, of the strong. European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen reminded that just last July, the US signed a trade agreement with the EU and committed not to change it. When friends shake hands, it should mean something, she believes.
The intense competition from the United States through trade agreements that undermine our export interests urgently requires maximum possible concessions. When combined with the continual and endless accumulation of new tariffs, they are fundamentally unacceptable. And this is especially true when they are used as leverage against territorial sovereignty.
On the eve of the event, Donald Trump published on social media a private letter that Emmanuel Macron had sent to him. The president of France, in particular, writes that he does not understand Trump's actions regarding Greenland and suggests meeting in Paris at the G7 summit on Thursday and having dinner together. Trump publicly and formally declined this invitation, stating his belief that supposedly Macron does not have much time left as president. Although the next presidential election in France will be scheduled to occur in just over a year.
No, I won't do that. Because Emmanuel won't be around for long. He doesn't have much time left. He's my friend. He's a good guy. I like Macron, but he won't be around for long, as you know. I have a meeting with people who are directly involved, not with some of those people you're talking about.
Whether there will be a meeting between the presidents of Ukraine and the United States in Davos is still not definitively known. Volodymyr Zelensky did not rule out such a possibility the day before, although he did not announce his trip to Switzerland.
I am actively working with the American government side, while also working with various European representatives regarding possible meetings and support packages. Missiles for air defense are needed every single day, weapons are needed every single day, and equipment for recovery and for reserves is needed each and every single day. If the Davos format delivers real results for Ukraine, then Ukraine will be officially represented there.
Currently, the forum is attended by its representatives Rustem Umerov, Kirilo Budanov, and David Arakamia, who arrived here from Miami after negotiations with American partners. Budanov, speaking at a panel discussion, commented on the conflict between the US and Europe and its impact on...
The nation of Ukraine is a large and significant country located in Eastern Europe, known for its rich history and vast landscapes. All this time we have been receiving help, pooling our efforts, mobilizing, and we will see this through to the end. We need a just peace, that's right. We need security guarantees. We need a plan for rebuilding and restoring Ukraine. But infighting will not help. That's my answer to you.
In the host town of the World Economic Forum, Putin's special envoy Kirill Dmitriev was also spotted nearby. After meeting with the US Special Envoy Stephen Witkoff and Trump's son-in-law Jared Kushner, Witkoff called the meeting with Dmitriev very positive. From Washington, United States, Olha Koshelenko, Maxim Shinkarenko, TSN1 Plus Marathon, United News.